Hello friends, my name is Masood. Today we shall discuss about a topic, the iterative development. Friend, today's topic is very interesting and very important with respect to agile concept, and especially it's a model for software development. So we use this model or process model for the development of software applications. So this is a very important topic, and you can consider this as a SDLC, software development life cycle. So what is actually iterative development, we should see today in detail. So first of all, I would request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well, so that my new videos can reach to you. So let's start. Iterative development. Friend, iterative development means that iterative process starts with a simple implementation of a small set of the software requirements and iteratively enhance the evolving versions until the complete system is implemented and ready to be displayed. Basically, friend, the concept of iterative, if you see the term iteration means that, for example, let's assume that you are implementing an e-commerce solution, for example, and you have to there are 40 tasks in the e-commerce solution which you have to deliver. So what you would do, that you divide the task into multiple chunks. For example, first chunk will be considered as 10 tasks you will take, and you will develop and deliver it to the customer. First iteration. Then the second iteration, you take the next 10 tasks. In the third iteration, you take the 10 tasks, and then fourth iteration means that you take the last 10 tasks and deliver it to the customer. So the concept here, iteration, means that you deliver the development task to the customer in iterations, in multiple iteration. Okay, so you don't deliver all the things at once, you basically delivering the project to customer in iteration, and with the passage of time, with each iteration, the things or the product will be enhancing and the maturing. Here just see, for example, these are the requirements. For let's assume that there are 40 tasks or 40 requirements in the e-commerce solution, let's assume. So in the build one, what you will do, you will plan, develop, and then test, and then deploy it, or deployment or implement it, and deliver it to the customer. Then build 2, that means you will plan, develop, test, UAT, and then deliver it to the customer. Then build 3 means that you will plan, develop, and test, and then you deliver it to the customer. So see, this is the iteration 1, this is the iteration 2, and this is the iteration 3. So there are 3 iterations in which you until you you will start from here, from build 1, this is the iteration 1, this is the iteration 2, and then you until you reach at iteration 3, all the things will be delivered to the customer completely. Okay, so this is the main concept of iteration here. The advantages, there are many advantages of using the iteration approach or iterative approach. First of all, some working functionality can be developed quickly and early in the life cycle. So this is the very big advantage of iteration, because see, once you are using the iteration approach, customer is happy because he can see something, he can see that there is some functionality has been developed. Then results are obtained early and periodically. That means whatever you are developing, you are showcasing it to the customer, and you are getting his feedback as well. Parallel development can be planned. So that means like you are delivering one sprint or one iteration to the customer, and in the parallel you are developing the other iteration as well. Progress can be measured very properly. Less costly to change the scope and requirements, because see, you have not developed all the things, so there is a possibility that you can do the changes in the scope and requirements. Testing and debugging during smaller iteration is easy, because see, try to understand here that if there are the whole application you are developing and testing, so it is more difficult to debug, it is more difficult to test. However, if there are only one task, or there is only 2 tasks which you need to develop or test, so it is more easier. Okay, risks are also identified and resolved during the iteration, because see, whatever the risks are there, so you are delivering, there are less tasks, so it is easier to manage the risk as well. Easier to manage risk, and high risk as a part of done first. With every increment, operational product is delivered to the customer. issues, challenges and risk identified from each increment can be utilized applied to the next increment. See, whenever you are delivering to whenever you are showcasing the work to the customer, because things are less, tasks are less, so issues and challenges are also very less. So just think of this as a divide and conquer rule. Because you have divided the task into multiple chunks, so it is become more easier for you. Risk analysis is better. It supports changing requirement as well. Initial operating time is less, better suited for large and mission critical projects. During the life cycle, software is produced early, which facilitates customer evaluation and feedback as well. So these were the advantages which you can see in the for the iteration development. Then now the disadvantages. Friend, as we can see that there are some advantages, so there are some disadvantages as well. First of all, more resources are required in the iteration development because you are working in parallel. Then also cost of change is lesser, but it is not very suitable for changing requirement. What happened that, friend, in this type of methodology, iteration changes are more. Like customer, today is customer has different mind, and after 5 days customer has different mind, so changes are more as compared to other waterfall approach or traditional project management. More management attention is required because it requires lots of effort, customer communication, customer management, so management is more required in these types of project. System architecture design issues may arise because not all requirements are gathered in the beginning of the entire life cycle. So there are major changes can occur in the architecture or design of a project. Why? Because the whole complete project's requirements are not finalized at the earliest stage of a project. Defining increments may require definition of the complete system. Like for example, if there is any change in the project, so it may require major changes in the complete system as well. Okay, not suitable for small projects. Management complexity is more. Why? Because communication with the customer, communication with the team, so much management is required in these types of project. And a project may not be known, which is a risk. This is a very high risk in these type in iterative approach. Why? Because you don't know that when you can consider, when you can call this project that it is ending. Why? Because you don't know that after last iteration customer says more requirement and you have to do it accordingly. So end of project is not known in these types of project. Highly skilled resources are required for risk analysis because requirements are changing frequently. Okay, and changes are coming so much frequently, so very high skilled resources are required in these types of project progress is highly dependent upon the risk analysis phase. So the resources should be skilled, and risk analysis should be thoroughly done by the resources so that we can manage the risk in these types of projects. So friend, thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you like this video. If you like, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thanks for watching the video. Thank you.